Disclaimer.
Welcome to another episode of High Zone. Today on the menu we got mind-bending, mysterious TikToks. Before we get into that, if you ain't tapped in with me yet, go ahead and subscribe, man. Join the family. I definitely appreciate you over here on this side. But for the people that's tapped in, commenting, already subscribed, I love you guys. Truly love you guys. I appreciate you guys. You guys are family, man. This journey, I just started it. You guys subscribing. You guys is talking back to me in the comments. You guys are liking the video. What more can I ask for? The Zone family is growing. The Zone family is vibrating high. The Zone family's been teaching me too in the comments, correcting me. I am truly humbled to having you guys watching these videos. I came into YouTube with nobody. I didn't expect anybody to watch these videos, but you guys are showing up and y'all showing out. I appreciate you guys from the bottom of my heart, and I'ma express that all the time and every time on time. With that being said, guys, like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell every time I drop. You can rock out with me, tap in with me. With no further ado, let's get into this heat. Let's go.
This is a strong warning to anyone that's watching this video. Tomorrow on September 9th, you have one of the rarest days that you can ever experience in your life. Tomorrow is the 999 portal, and it opens up at the exact same time as the full blood moon. 2025 in numerology equals the number 9, and this is pure divine alignment. The number 9 is the number of completion, the end of cycles, and the rise into a higher frequency. Nikola Tesla knew that the sequence of 3, 6, and 9 is the most powerful sequence in this universe, but 9 is the mecca. Every time you double 9, it always equals 9. 9, 18, 27, 36, always equals 9. 9 is the most powerful number there is. Tomorrow, we're quite literally stepping through a portal. This is where everything toxic, karmic, and everything that's been holding you back is going to get stripped away. The ominous red glow of the blood moon seeks to burn away all of this baggage. So be prepared, because there is going to be a lot of things that are going to come up to the surface. And this will point you in the direction of the things you need to let go of and the things you need to heal. All of this happens in order for you to step into your highest version. The blood moon represents raw power. It just pulls truths up to the surface. Emotions will run wild, but that's exactly the fuel you need to release and rebirth. When you pair that with the frequency of 999, that is a triple coded transformation. This is endings, this is completion, closing doors so new ones can open. But tomorrow, set intentions, journal, meditate, do your rituals, because the choices you make in this portal ripple forward into the next cycle of your life. Let us all know what your rituals are in the comments down below. I wish you a very happy 999 portal. Peace and love.
Peace and love. 369 is the most high sign. Stay tapped in, raise your vibration, keep it positive. You ain't got nothing to worry about. I mean, there's a lot going on right now in the world. I mean, a lot. Videos is coming up, but let's keep it moving.
Cray! Why you tell me Slay?
Because the sick people here, you have to be quiet.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Why are you talking like this with this weird accent? Did you pick
Because you bad people were all up in my grill and my boy Rocco got out and knocked them out cold, man.
Who's Rocco?
Rocco, my boy, you know? You know Rocco? Over in Dubai?
Over in Dubai?
Rocco was like, yo, bro. And I was like, yo, Rocco, go sock him. And Rocco was like, and I was like, yo, Rocco, you get that ass, man.
Did you fit the camel in the Camaro too?
Oh, the camel?
That's crazy.
Me and my camel on like the weekend, we were going round and round and round. And we were killing people, man.
All right.
Sorry.
Why are you talking to me?
Don't tell my lawyer we kill people, man. What you laughing at? I'm fucking...
I think that's wild. Anesthesia? Yo, he must be tapping into somebody else. Maybe that was him back in the days. Never know. Comment down below what y'all think about these anesthesia videos.
Explain to me what you just made.
Okay, so on the Wii, they usually have a sensor bar that all it does is it irradiates infrared light, and the Wii remote detects infrared light. Candles also let out infrared light. So what we did is we set 2 candles perfectly away from each other, basically emulating what a sensor bar, Wii sensor bar official one, would do. But obviously it's not plugged into anything. All there is 2 candles, and because it's radiating infrared light, I can point it, I can select which character, Mario, go here.
And you made your own sensor bar
Basically made my own sensor bar, yep.
out of candles.
So now I can select which things I want to do. Go in the game. and play.
It's unbelievable.
Wii. So basically, this is just like my own little Wii here. Because I have a Wiimote, and the sensor bar we couldn't plug in correctly because the Wii wasn't working. So
that's crazy.
now we're in. So now I can play.
That is so awesome. That's so cool.
That right there is fire. If you ask me, that was fire. Bro is using candles. Candles. Imagine the technology we had back then. Let that sink in. Because bro is using candles, bro. That's fire. That's fire. Man, I don't know why these wines out here crashing out when they could be doing things like this.
Put your ass in this bitch. What's that? All the shit. Close to my bitch. I'll put your ass in this bitch. No, you won't. I bet you I will. He said no. I bet you I will. No, move. You look up in the camera talking about this. You want to hand me? I want to clap it right now. Ooh! Oh! She about to get the gun. She about to get the gun. She about to get the gun. Gun, let's go. She about to get the gun. Come on now. Spring. Let's go. She getting him. Man, she about to get the gun. I ain't oh, shit. Oh, my God. What the fuck? Oh, my God. Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh my God! My heart!
You should have been bobbing and weaving. Ezel voice. I mean, listen, man. Stop playing with people. More of the story, stop playing with people. And the people who knew this lady, they should have stopped it. That shows you your true friends. Why would y'all hype? Yeah, she's big and she thinks she's a dude. But why would y'all hype her up to go fight this big ass dude? And he tried to warn her. I'm a man. Like, you know, go about your business. He wasn't trying to fight. He was not trying to fight. Okay? But being hyped up, they put that battery in your back, you ready to crash out. You ready to crash out. And look what happened. Look what happened. That could have been avoided. That could have been avoided. We have to do better. We definitely have to do better.
What?
In the kitchen? These wines are different. These wines are different. That's wild. That's wild. Crazy work. That was crazy work, okay? That was crazy work. Crazy work. That was crazy work, okay? Ain't no way they just walked up in the kitchen just to go fight. That's wild. That's diabolical. Comment down below what y'all thought about that. These wines don't give a... Yeah, they don't. Let's keep it moving.
Bet you won't be better at school no more. Yeah. Bet you won't be better at school no more. Yeah. Straight out. You better not drop my cheese balls, nigga. Nigga, you better not drop my cheese balls. Straight out. I said straight. Yes, sir.
They got my boy working now. Listen, could you blame him? Could you blame him? You want to be bad in school? Work it out. You want to be bad in school? Work it out. Yeah. Even a mailman was there. Like, yeah, you better not drop them cheese doodles, boy. Comment down below what y'all thought about that. Great punishment. Comment down below.
Everyone needs to know what's happening in Nepal right now. At least 8 people have died today after huge Gen Z-led protests broke out against the government's decision to ban social media. At one point, after the protests turned violent, police used tear gas, water cannons, and rubber bullets against a large group, mostly in their teens and 20s, who broke through police barriers and stormed the federal parliament. As the situation escalated, a curfew was imposed and the army was deployed. But you see, the reason they're so angry is that on Thursday, the government banned 26 social media apps, claiming users have been spreading hate speech, fake news, and committing crimes online. So in response, they announced that all social media companies needed to register with the government or their access will be blocked to Nepal's 30 million citizens. However, only 5 decided to register, including TikTok, but 26 others like Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, WhatsApp, Reddit, etc. all refused. Partly because registering with the government would require them to do things like remove prohibited content within 24 hours of complaint, develop algorithms to prevent illegal content publication, monitor for hate speech, misinformation, and harmful content, and comply with content removal orders from the government. But since the majority didn't register, the social media blackout has already caused chaos because many companies rely on social media to make money. Many use it to communicate with family working and living abroad. Many use it for news and information. And then, of course, there's the biggest issue, the freedom of speech. Many people allege that this is an attempt to silence people's voices and their criticisms against government corruption. In fact, a series of draft bills being debated in Nepal's government right now could mean that people are fined or even jailed for content that is deemed against national interest, and would also allow the government to shut down newspapers and revoke the licenses of journalists. And that's a huge issue because today's protests were only inflamed by the social media ban. The main root of the frustration is government corruption. Their prime minister has hit back at these allegations, one, denying them, and also saying he would not tolerate the nation being undermined, and that the independence of the nation is greater than the loss of jobs of a handful of individuals. And so, as of right now, TikTok is pretty much the only platform that they'll even be able to see this video.
People's not with it. People want peace, equality, security. Everything I've been saying, that's what's happening. Let's keep it moving.
Breaking news, y'all. And I don't know if you guys are hearing about this because they're not calling it what it is anymore, but the government of Nepal has collapsed, y'all. The whole country is on lockdown because they banned social media everywhere. It got so bad that the police had to spray down the people with water, y'all. It's crazy out there. So guess what the Nepalese people did? They hit the streets to just... They showed them how groovy that they wanted to get in this music festival, y'all. Like, it was non-stop party action, jumping, you know, crisscrossing. It was everything, you know. Crisscross making. And guess what, y'all? Even the Nepalese people in New York threw their own type of music festival. Although this one was a little bit more calmed down. See the guitar right there, y'all? Because, yeah, they're not going for this because they can't even get in contact with their people.
4 hours after protests against a social media ban in Nepal turned deadly, the government has reversed the restrictions. 19 people were killed and hundreds wounded when demonstrators clashed with police. State TV has reported police had been using tear gas, water cannons and rubber bullets, but also yesterday opened fire with live ammunition. It is said to have come when some of the thousands of young people gathered outside the parliament building in Kathmandu pushed through barbed wire and tried to storm the complex. In all, upwards of 100 people were...
Apparently, this was supposed to be a peaceful music festival, but I guess some dancers got out of hand.
It was supposed to be a very peaceful protest, but it turned out to be the most ridiculous one in the history. I don't know what's happening. Guys, Nepal government, what are you doing?
The protesters then took it to the parliament building where the prime minister reside and forced him to resign, y'all. And then they burned his private home down. This music festival is crazy, y'all. But y'all, did y'all know about this? I told you the Nepalese people are burning everything down. They are burning everything down, y'all. And there's a lot going on. Let me know down in the comments below, y'all. The shift is here. Let's continue to get it.
They do not want reporters. Why? Because the revolution will not be televised.
Department of War, you have my full support. Peace through strength. It's time to go on the offensive. Moving, grooving, bobbing, sliding at a vociferous pace. Our first target goes by the name BB the Bomber. In the past 24 hours, he has bombed 4 different countries. And that's right, 50 high-rises. Supposedly, he keeps on saying, oh, terrorists, they just keep on moving to different locations. So he's bombed everywhere. And most people will call that a war crime. His latest, bombing the Doha in Qatar. Yeah, exactly. Not even the country he was originally attacking. But he said that those leaders of that country are now over there and he had to eliminate them. Exactly. International war crime. Again, we need to go on the offensive. We got to stop this guy immediately. And the fact is, these people right here, they were supposed to have these negotiations to trade these hostages that they were supposed to be the priority. He's lying about that. So now, Department of War, we need to lock in here. But wait, there's more. He also drone strikes a bunch of civilians on a flotilla device that was trying to give food to Gaza to break the blockade. But instead, he just bombed them in international waters. Again, a war crime. I'm telling you, this guy needs to be stopped. It's the worst of the worst. Not only that, he uses civilians as human shields. He has his main operation out of Tel Aviv, but he hides underneath an underground tunnel. Now, I would not say that we should carry out the operation how he has been, because that's, war maniac and genocidal. But we need to go in there and we need to stop what he has going on. Put an end to his reign of terror. Peace through strength. We need to show our strength and be like, oh, no. Who you think you bossing around? We're done. And then watch how fast the world becomes peaceful.
What I say about this, we need peace. Everybody need peace. It's sad that people have to go through this. Comment down below, drop it down below.
Okay, I'm gonna make this video and I'm praying to God that it stays up. But there is a huge speculation of why this app is going dark for the short period that it's going dark. Something is supposed to happen tonight. I'm not going to say, but there is something that is supposed to be confirmed to be here on. So something has finally made contact with, and it's supposed to be announced tonight. And the reason that this is getting dark, how do we say this without getting it removed? The reason we're going dark is because they don't want us to openly communicate about it. Basically, if you catch what I'm saying, and they're confirming it today, and they don't want us, the American population, to confirm it and spread more and talk about it amongst ourselves. So once again, and tonight we all find out.
We finding out tonight. It's gonna be some tea made, baby. It's gonna be some tea made, okay? It's gonna be some real good lemon zest, lemon palm, lemon bland. Whatever kind of tea it is, we getting a cup of that thing, okay? Listen, they been around, they been here. This ain't nothing new. Y'all been communicating with them. But now, y'all gotta sign that contract, that it's over contract, that golden age contract. Drop it down below. Let's keep it moving. We got too much fire right now. Let's keep it moving.
Great professor, but my uncle was a professor for years. I even talk about my uncle was a professor at MIT. My uncle was one of the top people at MIT. But I'm smarter than him. I'm smarter than anybody. In fact, every time I say I had an uncle who was a great professor at MIT for 35 years, who did a fantastic job in so many different ways academically. He was an academic genius.
Only Professor John Trump, who is with us today, did not stop there. Now, when you went to MIT, I believe your original intentions, if they may be so described, was to go into electric power types of applications. Is that right?
That's right. I had become interested in the design of electric power machinery. And he has some wild ideas. But I've checked a few of them and they stood up. For 6 weeks I decided they were plausible and reasonable, and I abandoned the design of electric machinery and began studying the insulation of high voltages in vacuum. and the acceleration of heavy particles to high energies.
Okay, now it's my understanding that John G. Trump, Trump's uncle, abandoned his life ambitions, MIT, being a genius, to take these documents and patents from Tesla given to him by the FBI and see what he could do with them.
This is about much more than particle physics. It is a secret project.
Well, you clearly have shown a post-war fascist direct link to CERN. That's yes. So it's not even like we need to theorize on that here. We also know that the Nazis were obsessed with just this kind of project. You know, they wanted the ultimate wonder weapon to dominate the planet.
Absolutely.
We went into John J. McCloy, who had a strong hand in getting CERN off the ground.
Let's go out with a bang. Let's have a laugh at your expense, shall we? Remember, they're just jokes. We're all gonna die soon, and there's no sequel.
Nuclear is so powerful. My uncle explained that to me many, many years ago, the power, and that was 35 years ago. He would explain the power of what's going to happen, and he was right. Who would have thought?
What if Trump's uncle was right? What if he did develop time travel? Let's look at the books written in the 1800s and look at what seems to have come true. So let's add the books of Ingersoll Lockwood. The Baron Trump novels are children's novels written in 1893 and 1896 by American author and lawyer Ingersoll Lockwood, describing the future. Notice similarities between the image drawn in 1893 to the photo of Baron Trump. The book from 1893 is called Baron Trump's Marvelous Underground Journey and is about a boy named Baron Trump that found a secret portal and time travel. Yes, time travel, just like we're talking about. In the book, Baron Trump's mentor was called Don. In 1896, Ingersoll Lockwood wrote another one after Baron Trump called The Last President. Here's where it gets really weird. The book is about a very wealthy man who lived in New York on Fifth Avenue and runs for president but wasn't expected to win. Trump Tower is on Fifth Avenue in New York City. In the book, when he won, it surprised everyone. The people started rioting and protesting. Remember, this was written in 1800s. Now that's what I call a controlled election, a time machine from your Uncle Johnny. Late 1800s, books, Baron Trump and the Last President. Now remember, Tesla claimed to have a time machine and time travel. Now Ingersoll Lockwood lived in New York City at the same time as Tesla and in the same building. So what if Ingersoll was Tesla's time traveler? What is real? What is now? And what is the future?
Put it in movies, they put it in books. Just gotta be aware. You have to be aware. Ain't nothing ever too small. Okay? Ain't nothing ever too small to not be aware. You can't make this up. When he won, everybody was surprised. People protest. People was mad. People was angry. Bro. His uncle really did that. I believe it. His uncle really made that time machine and jumped through that piece. Why would they give him the files if he wasn't going to make the time machine? He probably made the time machine and finagled him. Like, nah, I didn't make it. Nope. And use it to their advantage. That could be a theory. You never know. You gotta be open-minded, man. When it comes to these things, you have to be open-minded.
Here is the new world order. We are in the middle of the most diabolical, conspiratorial movement ever developed on the face of the earth, right here in America. In Washington, D.C.
And the pentagram is really the Pentagon. And you take a look at the Washington, D.C., and what do we see here? This is extremely important. Here is the Illuminati pyramid, the capital of the United States. It's at the top of the eye of the pyramid, you see the separation. The exact same pyramid that is on the backside of the $1 bill.
You'll see the Egyptian obelisk here. The Egyptian obelisk points up to the top of the triangle or the top of the pyramid. We're talking about occultic forces. We're talking about the 5 5-pointed pentagram, which was used by satanic worshippers for thousands of years. If you take the 5 points off of a 5-pointed star or a pentagram, you have left in the middle a pentagon. That's why the United States has a pentagon. The pentagon is directed toward the North Star because according to the ancient Babylonians, that's where you gathered power from the gods of the North in war. We're talking about sex, drugs, rock and roll, violence to manipulate the human beings of this country into a new order and a new world, and the people are going along with it.
The First Church of Satan in San Francisco, Anton LaVey's group, they used the pentagram. And if we take a look at the map of Washington, D.C., here is the White House at the top of the pentagram, the same satanic seal on the First Church of Satan.
I'm not allowed to say certain things, so I decided to reveal the hidden truth in this ebook. If you want to understand what you are, where we are, this ebook will literally unveil that to you. Download your ebook in the profile bio.
Ain't it sad that the government is demonic? The people you're supposed to trust is demonic? Ain't that sad? Ain't that crazy? Ain't not much people be like, nah, they're not doing this, they're not doing that. Some people is like, some people are in love with the government. Like, they're in love with the government. They don't want change. Some people don't want change. Some people just want to be a part of the system. Those are the NPCs, okay? Sad.
Participated in human sacrifice rituals and cannibalism. You come from generations of ritualistic abuse?
Yes, my family has an extensive family tree. It's gone back to like 1700.
Does everyone else think it's a nice Jewish family? From the outside, you appear to be a nice Jewish girl?
Definitely.
And you all are worshiping the devil inside the home?
Right. There's other Jewish families across the country. It's not just my own family. There would be rituals in which babies would be sacrificed, and you would have to, you know...
Who's babies?
There were people who bred babies in their family. No one would know about it. A lot of people were overweight, so you couldn't tell if they were pregnant or not. When I was very young, I was forced to participate in that, in which I had to sacrifice an infant.
And the purpose of sacrifice is to what? Is to bring you what? What are you sacrificing for?
For power.
Power. And so, were you ever used? Were you ever used yourself?
I was molested. I was raped several times.
And what's your mother doing?
She's lives in the Chicago metropolitan area. She's on the Human Relations Commission of the town that she lives in, and she's an upstanding citizen. Nobody would suspect.
Crazy work. Crazy work, okay? You heard what you said about the Jays? A lot of the Jays, what they do? Oprah was trying to get the sauce, okay? Oprah was trying to get the sauce for her at that moment. What you get? Power? She was like, yeah, let me write this down. Yeah. I mean, Oprah down with the same thing. Oprah is down with the same thing. But ain't that crazy though, bro? Ain't that crazy? Ain't this what we've been saying? Everybody believe the Jays are good people. Or they try to portray themselves as good people. Yeah, there might be some good people in them, just like everybody else. But these people got an agenda. We have to protect these kids, man. We have to protect these kids. It's wild out here. It's really wild, okay? On that note, let's keep it rolling.
Glowing red eyes and wings roaming near a forest. The man filming, who wishes to remain anonymous, caught the creature on camera before it let out a chilling sound and then disappeared into thin air. What was it? Some kind of angel or demon? Or could it be something even more unearthly? Whatever it is, the truth is sure to send shivers down your spine. Watch the shocking footage that has the internet talking. The video quickly got picked up by local news outlets and soon went viral. People reported seeing similar creatures in nearby townships. Some said it looked angelic, like a guardian from above, demonic, like a minion of hell. UFO.
Creepy crawlers. Yeah, they out here, boy. They out here. Listen, as long they don't mess with me, I'm good, bro. As long they don't mess with me, I am good. But they out here. That looks crazy. Comment down below. Was that cap? I do not want to find out.
Agaway are species that evolved alongside us, but were here a lot earlier. Because when you look at Bigfoot, if human beings' DNA was completely untouched, that's how you would have to look to survive on this planet. Covered in hair, insulated. They spot them in the Himalayan mountains. I've got some information. Certain people could say that they walk through portals or they can transcend time and space, because they tracked a trackway almost a mile. You can't see where it started and where it ended. It's almost like he just shot up into the sky.
Got a good shot of it. That might be a better one there.
And it's going up the hill.
Hey, what about just digging a hole and burying them? It's only the creek. Yeah, that's right. What about up there? What's up there? Oh, that's not it. Yes, sir. Well, you can see where something's dragged it down there. I didn't look to see if the other car was still up there. Your boss ought to be eyes open up.
Thinking about my boy got some big feet, okay?
Paws.
Big feet.
Big paws. Big paws.
He got big paws too. Don't get in the way. I'll let you know that now. Do not get in the way of them paws. Just like that bar on the floor, you get them paws put on you, okay? Now that was a big beast, okay? Yo, what would you do if you ran across Bigfoot? Just like you walking, headphones on, doing your thing, and out of the woodworks, Bigfoot. What would you do? Would you run? Try to communicate? Or pass out? Comment down below. Comment down below.
Thinking about is please don't get near us because I have my children.
Claudia Ackley says she was walking down this remote trail near Lake Arrowhead when it happened. Are your kids scared?
Oh, they won't come out.
It was dusk, March 27, 2017. She says her two daughters saw it first.
They're standing right there frozen just looking at something.
And you're thinking,
there's a bear.
But she says it was no bear.
I swear to God.
She says what you see in this video she took that day is a Sasquatch.
He looked like a Neanderthal man with a lot of hair. About 800 pounds. Massive.
Perched in this tree.
I was trying to tell it, I know about you, like, please don't hurt us. And that's when he just stared at me.
She called the authorities, but says no one believed her.
She goes, I'm sorry you saw a bear. And I said, no. This was no bear. Like, I know what I saw.
Now she's filed a lawsuit suing the California Department of Fish and Wildlife for refusing to acknowledge the existence of Bigfoot.
There's a lot of people that come on this trail, and I want public safety more than anything.
For decades, videos have popped up from all over the world, from people saying they've spotted Bigfoot. The State Department of Fish and Wildlife would not comment on this lawsuit.
What do you say to those people who do say you're nuts?
Well, I'm in the medical profession, and I can understand where they're coming from, because I was never sci-fi.
I try to keep an open mind.
Mitch Dufford says he hikes out here often. He says he's seen bears, but never Bigfoot.
I figure I'd see tracks. You know, if there was a Bigfoot out there.
And they actually use like hand movements, like you go over here. Very strange.
Ackley says she knows what she saw, and she's hoping a judge will agree.
I'm nervous. I used to come out alone now, but after seeing how big they are.
Claudia Ackley will have her day in court March 19th in San Bernardino, We'll keep you posted.
These people will tell you lies after lies after lies.
Hello? I seen Bigfoot. No, you didn't. You seen a bear. The fuck?
How you gonna tell me what I seen, what I saw? You gotta be out your rabbit ass mind. These people love playing with people's brain, bro. Ain't nobody got time for people playing with their minds, bro. I seen a damn Yeti, I seen a damn Bigfoot, that's what it is. Don't tell me I seen a damn bear. That's wild, diabolical. Oh, she went that lawsuit, crazy.
Now, I don't know if this is a monkey or a baby Bigfoot. Someone sent me this to analyze. So I'd like my viewers to take a few seconds, watch the video, and if you can, comment and let me know your thoughts on this. Is this a baby Bigfoot eating a bird on a pole, or do you think this is some sort of monkey? The only thing that confuses me about this is there is no tail at all, which is kind of strange.
Drop it down below, Zone Family. Zone Family, let me know what y'all think that is. Was that Bigfoot or a little Bigfoot or a damn monkey? Drop it down below.
New footage of a UFO that got engaged with a Hellfire missile. It absorbs the impact and then carries on flying, right? This was just released at the UFO hearing from Eric Burleson, right? Look at this. Hellfire missile contacts the object, it splits off into multiple fragments, and then it carries on flying. It's like nanotechnology, bruv. Look! What is that, bro? What is going on there? It carries on, right? Wow. Impacts. It splits apart, right? These orbs carry on flow. It's almost like it's absorbed the material or something. There's magnetism going on there. And then it continues flying on like nothing's happened. Right? Look at this thing, bruv. I'm going to move over here. It ate a Hellfire missile. If this doesn't show you that there's something else going on in this planet, right? I don't know what else to say, man. Holy mo-
What I say is they upgraded, okay? They upgraded. No more shooting them down. They upgraded. Yeah, they came prepared. They not messing around. Bro, that rocket hit it. Right? You seen how it flipped. The pieces that came off of it started flying. The pieces that came off of it turned into a ship and was following it. Bro, y'all keep playing around. Y'all keep shooting at these things, cause when they shoot back, cook. All I'ma say is about this video is do your research. Do your research. Cause that ship is a real ship. I think it's Japan or China, somewhere on the mountains. That's a real ship. They're gonna show you this, but people gonna be like, oh no, it's fake, no, it's CGI. That's a real ship. When I first started my YouTube a couple weeks ago, I had another video where they talked about this, okay? That is a real ship. Don't let that go over your head. That's a real ship.
My videos, you should see the picture I got on here.
Because you can enlarge it right there, right?
Oh yeah.
So, you don't see what it is with the enlargement?
It just looks like a ball. Come see it on my phone. Oh, where to go?
bad I don't have my fucking binoculars with me.
Yeah.
I got a strong pair of binoculars.
Walk up. That's giving off a lot of light.
Yeah. Camera. Is it camera or video? Camera, and then...
I'm gonna zoom in again. The highway don't...
That is wild. That is wild. Yo, clear as day. Clear as day. Some people gonna be like, no, that's fake. I already know it. Some people gonna be like, yo, that's fake. Go do your CGI test, whatever you wanna do. Go right ahead. Just know, these things are in the sky and this is happening in real time. Yo, chat, what was that? What was that, chat? Was that a sphere? A ship? What was that? And the government is not saying nothing. Nothing. Without social media, without TikTok, without X, without Instagram, we won't be seeing this. We would not be seeing any of these sightings. Things are changing very fast. Very, very fast. Pay attention. Like I said, man, look up or you might miss it. Straight up. Straight up.
And I can tell you, you'll see those files that I shared with you. They did find stuff. There was an incident in October of 1982 over an ICBM base where UFOs popped up, was observed over this base where the missiles are pointed at us, United States. These UFOs perform incredible maneuvers. They split apart. They fuse back together. They'd appear and disappear. And right at the end of this 4-hour period, the launch control codes for the ICBMs lit up. Something entered the correct codes. The missiles were fired up and ready to launch, and they could not shut it down. The Russian officers were panicking. The UFOs they disappeared. The launch control system goes back to normal. Colonel Sokolov and his team came in, took the thing apart, could not figure out what it was. It wasn't a power surge or EMPs or some of the baloney excuses that our country has given for similar events involving our nuclear missiles. They thought it was a message from wherever the UFOs were from. And that's a chilling thing. I mean, we were a couple of seconds away from World War III starting, and the UFOs were responsible for it.
If they could activate our nuclear bombs, it would have been hurt us. So all this fear-mongering they was spewing before is all cap. These things are much smarter than us, much faster than us. All this shit the military doing is all cap. Because these things can destroy us at any time, any minute, any second. Straight up, straight up. Bro said they hit it with something. The pieces went everywhere and it put itself back together. Stop playing, man. Stop playing. Drop it down below. Let me know what y'all thought about that. Let me know.
Had the opportunity over the years to interview, again, people who have worked at the test site at Groom Lake. One gentleman spent 12 of his 30 years in black programs at Groom Lake. When I asked him, I said, first of all, do you believe in UFOs? And he looked at me with a straight face in one-on-one. He said, absolutely, positively, they do exist. I said, can you expand upon that? And he said, no, I can't. About a year later, we were talking about, again, activities at Groom Lake. And I asked him, I said, can you really tell me what's happening out there? And he said, well, there's a lot of things that are going on there that I won't be able to tell you until the year 2025. But we have things in the Nevada desert that would make George Lucas envious.
That was 1999, chat. That was in 1999. A year before Y2K bug, when everybody thought the world was going to end. And that was a crazy year. 1999 was a crazy year. Okay? We thought the world was going to end. We thought computers was going to crash out. Atomic bombs flying here and there. Nothing happened. Nothing happened. But in 1999, he said, we will know about this 2025. We in 2025 now. The math is mathing, okay? The math is definitely mathing. 2025, all the secrets been coming out. All the secret, all the tea. Cups after cups of tea been coming out, okay? We just gotta pay attention right now. Cause the finish line is right there. The finish line is right there. We have to pay attention. And what you gotta do to win this game right now is vibrate high. Vibrate high. Get rid of all the negative energy. As much negative energy you can. Forgive people. Forgive yourself. Work on yourself. Work on your attitude. Work on what you're eating, what you're drinking. Just have positivity around you. Because the finish line is right there. I feel it in my soul. I truly feel it in my soul. The finish line is right there. All we gotta do is maintain our good heart. Trust me. You gotta have a pure heart. Your heart gotta be pure. Maintain a heart. Because the finish line is right there. Guarantee you. I know it because I feel it. And I'm going to share that with y'all.
You guys ever heard of Operation Fishbowl? Where the US government launched missiles straight up to test how high we can go? Have a listen to this.
In 1962, 7 years before they faked the moon landing, Operation Dominic began. A series of 31 missiles were shot straight up into the sky to test how high humans can actually reach. They quickly figured out, not far at all.
It seems that whenever they were shooting these missiles up into the sky, they were actually interacting with different layers of this plasma field or this electromagnetic phenomena, and it seems to have fluid-like properties. As it actually hits a certain portion of this force field, if you will, it begins to disperse and seek equilibrium based on the impedance of the electromagnetic layers.
Fluid-like properties, eh? It's kind of like all of our ancestors told us. The waters above the firmament. The Fishbowl. Just so you guys know here, Operation Fishbowl was a series of high-altitude nuclear tests in 1962. It was part of a larger Operation Dominic nuclear test program. Operation Fishbowl. This is one of the pictures from Operation Fishbowl after one of these high-altitude nuclear weapons exploded. This is what it looks like when something explodes out on something. This is what a bomb looks like when it's exploding up. This is what it looks like when it's exploding out, when it's hitting something, when it's hitting the fishbowl, the firmament. Here's another picture from Operation Fishbowl, exploding out. Isn't it wild to think about how all of our wisest ancestors told us that we live under a firmament or a dome? Then they blatantly put it in your face by calling it Operation Fishbowl, launching nukes straight up. They called it Operation Fishbowl, for God's sakes. You guys know Wernher von Braun, the dude that invented NASA, the Nazi scientist? Well, bro has a Bible quote on his tombstone, Psalms 19:1. And the heavens declare the glory of God, and the firmament show us his handiwork. Psalms 19:1. That's so interesting, isn't it? Just remember, guys, the eyes are useless when the mind is blind. Peace and love.
Wernher Braun, whatever his name is. Bro, you can put that on your tombstone. You're a cook, okay? You're a cook. You done lied to it before you gone. I'm sure you done experiments on people. You done violated humanity, okay? You violated humanity, and that's a crime to the Most High. Certain things you do to humanity ain't no coming back. Ain't no coming back, okay? Operation Fishbowl. Yeah, I heard of that. As above, so below. In school back in the days, they talked about how rockets was going up, leaving holes in the ozone layer. All that was a lie, bro. You don't even hear people talk about the ozone layer anymore. Which is crazy. Even back in the days on the news, they used to talk about the ozone layer. Nobody mentions the ozone layer. That's what we was taught. The crap, the bullshit. You see what I'm saying? Ain't no damn ozone layer opening. Cause y'all can't get through it. Y'all cannot get through that firmament. You hear what I'm saying? Even your daddy, the devil, can't get through it. Yahoo ain't nothing to play with. Yahoo shouldn't either. Y'all about to find out real soon.
American sitting at home right now needs to realize that you are paying for a genocide. Take this one.
Rise up! Rise up, America! Rise up! It is time to take back this country from these corrupt politicians. It is time. It is beyond time.
We're going out to the loading dock.
Thank you for your service.
Thank you for your service. She committed treason. When you commit treason, how much time they give you? Drop it down below. Shit.
Tornadoes are attracted to aluminum, and they usually hit places with a lot of aluminum. And I thought that's really kind of interesting, because every time I see a video of a tornado ripping up, an aluminum siding, I thought, it must just be by chance that they pick aluminum to build certain things, and somehow tornadoes are attracted to aluminum. Must just be by chance, right? Someone said, is there a water shortage in Arizona, or is that false? The water is just to put you in fear so that you don't grow any food. But Arizona and all the other states of the country are never running out of. A great book called The New Water for a Thirsty World. And there's also the primarywaterinstitute.org. What they talk about in the website primarywaterinstitute.org is when you drill into a primary water vein, you have unlimited water. This is why they took out the guy who found the oceans underneath the ocean. Because when you find out that there's oceans underneath the ocean, it kind of dispels the whole we're running out of water. So in Arizona, if they try to say that, it's just a deal. They broadcast these things every single year to say the exact same thing. It's too hot. It's too cold. We're running out of water. There's a hurricane. There's a tornado. It's the same thing on repeat every single.
How can we run out of water? How the hell we could run out of water? They act like they know everything. They want to play God so bad. You mofos are not God. Let God do his job. This is what got us here right now. You mofos don't want God to do his job. Y'all want to intervene and play God. The same way I play God when it's judgment time. Keep that same energy. Keep that same energy. I don't want to hear none of y'all screaming, please tell him spare me. Spare me. I'm be like, yeah, spare him. Like, spare. Okay? It's sad, bro. Like, we really live in a sad universe. And I used to always say, these aliens don't want to come and mess with us. Like, we wild, we crazy, we do the wrong things at all times. Why would they want to associate with us? Why would, you know what I'm saying? Why would they want to come grab a whole bunch of us and bring them to their planet and come back and forth and be friends? No, because we going to go over there and corrupt it. We gonna go over there and fuck shit up. Look how big this place is. We can't get along. Some people don't even have a place to stay, right? Earth is so big. There's so much land that's not being used, but it's owned by somebody. What the fuck? This big old place is owned by somebody. It's always owned by somebody. They just want to milk. And to think about it, right? They print money. So it's not about money, bro. It's about the energy, draining your energy. That's the real money, your energy.
Intelligence map of the world, because they tested 116 different human groups and found their DNA series numbers. And this map really is called the intelligence map of the world, because they tested 116 different human groups and found their DNA series numbers. This was copyrighted in 1996. All right. What it said is this, and this is the mind-blowing part. Yeah. It said that when they tested the orangutan, they found out he only had 3 DNA series. When they tested the gorilla, they found that the gorilla has 4 DNA series because he's a little smarter than the orangutan. They tested the chimpanzee, which is an ape, and found that he had 5 DNA series. Then they went all into the different races of the world. They went into Europe and tested the DNA series of the English, the French, the German, the Spanish, the Russians, and found they had 6 DNA series. Then they put all of this, what they found from around the world, on a map. And this map really is called the intelligence map of the world, because they tested 116 different human groups and found their DNA series numbers. All of them, all over the world, have 6. And they put the numbers in form of a little flag that you can see on this map. These little flags have a color. And they show, oh, this is upside down. I'm sorry. Yeah. And they show that the English have only 6, and it's all into Europe, only 6. Went over into Japan and China, and they only have 6. Over into America, was it predominantly European, and they only have 6. Then they came to Africa, and they came to the part of Africa. Now, all the rest of them, they put in little flag colors. Those flag colors are orange, red, if you notice. But when they came to Africa, found out that the African people have 9 DNA series.
9 DNA series. 9 ether, okay? 9 ether. 9 stranded. That ain't normal. Nope. That ain't normal, people. That's superpowers. That's divine. That's tapped in. That's connection. Drop it down below if you know about the 9 ether.
Now, this lady accidentally proved that the Earth was flat by bringing a level on a plane. She wanted to prove that it was a globe, and if it is a globe, then, you know, the level, the water in the level wouldn't stay in the middle. It would, you know, go like this, because the plane would have to dip its nose down to stay with the curve of the Earth. But as you can see, the plane keeps flying and the bubble stays in the middle, which means it's flying level. It never dips its nose down. In fact, it's actually pointing its nose up a little bit. That's why it's at the front of the line. If it dipped its nose down, the bubble would come back. But it's not. It's at the front of the line because it actually keeps its nose up for the duration of the flight. Now, if the curve of the Earth was 8 inches every squared mile, it would have to dip its nose down very consistently to stay with the curvature of the Earth. But it never does, ever. She proved that planes fly over a plane, that we live on a stationary flat Earth, just like all of our ancestors told us. All of them, every single one. And you guys believe NASA, which in Hebrew means to deceive. Also notice how the horizon is at your eye level and it's flat. No matter how high you go, if the horizon stays at your eye level and maintains its flatness, that means it's flat. Simple physics, right in front of your face. The Earth is not curved. It's flat and stationary. That's why they call it sea level, not sea curve. Water always finds and maintains its level. Always.
It's flat, bro. Give it up. The world is flat. All this world is round and is spinning was a lie. Wake up. Wake the hell up. Bro, if the world was spinning, your ass would be dizzy, okay? You'll be dizzy. You'd be drunk as hell if the world was spinning. The world is stationed. They want to lie to you because they want to create their own world, okay? The Bible told you people the earth is flat, but y'all still want to argue with people.
The earth is round. The earth is round.
No, the earth is flat, okay? You so much go to church, but you can't even read the scripture properly. But anyway, guys, that was the end of the video. Thank you guys for watching all the way to the end with me, man. I truly appreciate it. You guys are the best. I love you guys. I truly, truly do. And if you ain't subscribed yet and you made it to the end, please like and subscribe before you go. Please, I appreciate you. Trust me, I definitely appreciate you. And everybody who's been commenting, man, I'ma comment back. I just love the interaction with the family, okay? Either you telling me something about the videos or you teaching me something or even correcting me. I'm here for it, okay? We family. As far as I'm concerned, we cousins, all right? And that's how we should be looking at everybody else, man. We should be looking at each other like we family. This world need that energy right now, okay? We need to raise the vibration of this world. It needs it. This world needs nothing but high vibration right now, because there's nothing but low energy going around. And I refuse to be in that mix. I refuse to be in a low energy mix. I just want to have a pure heart, preach positivity, and love thy neighbor. With that being said, guys, like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell for every time I drop. You can rock out with me. I love you guys, man. I mean, since I started this channel, I ain't never been so happy, man. I ain't never been so happy. Never been so happy. I think I was called to do this. Okay? Truly. Communicate with the people, talk with the people, preach my positivity, because I like to see positivity return to me. To be honest with you, in this world, that's all we got is our heart. So preach your positivity, love thy neighbor, keep doing your thing, man. I love you guys. See y'all in the next one.